Welcome to the bright side of the moon, a journey of magic and wonder, and most of all, beauty.
Chapter 9. Today, Spirit of Peace, the 18th of September, 2013. As I go deeper into my memories, my quest for beauty and love reveals itself before me. My journey has led me to discover what lies innate in my heart. What seems years ago a dear friend said to me, "Ginger, try to find what you were before you met David." I was in my 50s then. Throughout the years after David and I divorced, many have planted seeds of encouragement inspiring my next step on my quest to discover what I was truly born to be. I spent hours studying the philosophy of other teachers in the art of living, while sitting under the oak tree at Brockhurst. Little by little, I came to discover a deeper side of life, which had been calling me since a child. It still calls me to go deeper and deeper, to touch the feet of God and be of service to mankind. At present, I am 64, and I am still discovering new dimensions of who I am. My journey has awakened me to the realization that I was born with the soul of an artist, a purpose manifested to lift the hearts of each of us through creating images and forms of beauty. Images which seek to reveal the spark of God within each of us. The process still beckons me to go further. Humanity has so much more to live, so much more to give. We have not even touched our greatest potential. Today, Dorothy Maver, president of the National Peace Academy, asked me to participate in a global webinar called The Spirit of Peace. It is to initiate the opening of the Global Peace Summit in Geneva. I was to be one of the 7 principal inlets from the major energetic centers around the globe. Its purpose was to establish a link around the world to awaken the spirit of peace. They were New York, Geneva, Tokyo, Darjeeling, London, Sydney, and Africa. Its intention was to invoke the spirit of peace and the spirit of goodwill, which is increasing in the hearts of men more so than any other time in history. Many people invited were ready to participate. Many had worked years within the UN or other organizations, creating infrastructures for maintaining and supporting peace, such as Nancy Roof, who now is the editor for the magazine Cosmos, Steve Natchan, spoke from the New York City. He shared a photo of the United Nations Assembly standing all in prayer, heads bowed. He brought to our attention a speech President Franklin Roosevelt gave called The Four Freedoms in 1941, which I would like to share with you now. In the future days which we seek to make secure, we look forward to a world founded upon four essential human freedoms. First is the freedom of speech and expression everywhere in the world. Second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way everywhere in the world. The third is freedom from want, which translated into world terms means economic understandings which will secure to every nation a healthy peacetime life for its inhabitants everywhere in the world. The fourth is freedom from fear, which translated into world terms means a worldwide reduction of armaments to such a point and in such a thorough fashion that no nation will be in a position to commit an act of physical aggression against any neighbor anywhere in the world. That is not a vision of distant millennium. It is a definite basis for a kind of world attainable in our own time and generation. That kind of world is the very antithesis of the so-called new order of tyranny which the dictators seek to create with the crash of a bomb. This is an excerpt from the State of the Union address to the Congress in January 6, 1941, by Franklin D. Roosevelt. For me, the words from President Roosevelt still applies. But I think there's something more we have to add on to it. Something from within us needs to be awakened and acknowledged. Peace isn't something that we necessarily have to do to have it happen. It will happen because we awaken it within our hearts. Many years ago, when I was in high school, I was on the debate team, and we all went to the United Nations. I will always still remember that peace and feeling of unity, of humanity coming together to work it out, to find balance and equality and integrity. That day awoke something in my heart. Every animal that I saved, every person I helped, and even during the wall concerts when we all shouted, "Tear down the wall, tear down the wall." It means a lot more to me now. It means we all join together to stand for peace, to stand for joy, to stand for beauty. I don't know if you remember in one of the other chapters when we were in France, Nick Mason had said to me and Putty, "You girls should get some culture." As I said then, I didn't know what that was, but I do now. It represents the spirit of peace, of unity for all of mankind. So I'm hoping that we can all do this together. There's not one person that doesn't have it deep within. It's our true nature. But I have to say, we have to tear down our own walls to get there. But let's do it together, can we? Shall we? I hope to meet you on that journey, holding hands and smiling. And now we go on to the next chapter. See you there.